It's your boy Buzzy Will Help back with another video. In today's video, we're going to talk about what plugins do you need for mixing. Now, I kind of addressed this in the video I did before this, which was how to start mixing music, which, you know, but this video is specifically about the plugins you need to mix music. And I'm going to keep it very straightforward, very simple, right? A lot of times we overcomplicate the process of mixing music. It's not as hard as people make it seem, but you do have to be dedicated and you do have to be willing to learn and comprehend what's going on within your DAW and within these plugins. You have to really take the time to listen. Listening is the most important part of mixing music because you're blending different sounds. So listening. Train your ears to understand what's going on, and then once you understand what's going on, learn how to translate what you hear into what you need to do within your DAW, within these plugins, right? So when it comes to plugins you need for mixing, like I say, super simple: compressor, equalizer, delay, reverb. Those are your go-to plugins for mixing vocals, right? Compressor, equalizer, delay, reverb. Now, is that the order that I usually have them in? It probably is the order that I kind of have them in, I ain't gonna lie. But yes, super basic. Everyone uses compressors, equalizers, delay, and reverb. Everyone. I don't care who you are, what kind of music you mix. It doesn't matter. Everyone uses compressors, equalizers, delay, and reverb. So you might have came to this video thinking, oh, I'm finna find out what plugins I need to buy. You don't need to buy anything. Your DAW came with plugins. Your DAW came with plugins, stock plugins. Learn how to use your stock plugins, and then once you learn how to use your plugins, you can proceed to purchase plugins you feel will enhance your quality or enhance your workflow or whatever. But don't just go out here just spending tons of money on plugins that you might not even like or you might not even use. So when it comes to purchasing plugins, not only do you need to understand what you already have and how it works so you know what you need or want, right? But you also need to understand that just because you buy a new plugin don't mean that everything is about to change. You know what I mean? So you need to do your research. Very important. Do your research before you buy. Before I buy any plugin, bro. YouTube exists. You watching me on YouTube right now. YouTube is a thing. Before I buy any plugins, bro, I'm on YouTube typing it in. I'm gonna type it in. Waves, SSL. You know what I mean? I'm typing it in, and I'm finna hear how it sounds. And I'm finna figure out if I like the way it sounds or not. And then I'll base that, or I will use that to, you know, decide if I'm gonna go purchase it or not. You know what I mean? So, what plugins do you need for mixing? The basics: compressors, equalizers, delay, reverb, right? Go-tos. You don't have to be, oh bro, people be trying to be so fancy for no reason, bro. Do not overcomplicate the process. Keep it simple, and you're gonna save yourself some well, not some, you're gonna save yourself a lot of confusion, bro. Sometimes I see somebody vocal chain, bro, it'd be like 20 plugins. If you need 20 plugins, bro, you ain't doing something right. I'm gonna tell you that now. If you need 20 plugins, you're not doing something right. My vocal chain right now, in Studio One, my vocal chain probably has 5, 6 at the max. But it's really like 3. Not gonna hold you. I can't even lie to you. I got the SSL compressor. I got Greg Wells voice centric. What is the third one? Pro Studio Equalizer. I'm in Studio One. That's why I said Pro Studio. I think, is it called Pro Studio? No, something. My bad. I'm mixing Mixcraft with Studio One. PreSonus Pro Equalizer. Those are the three. The only three I need if I'm doing just a song with rap vocals, like no melodies, no melodic, nothing I need, like auto-tune. 3, SSL, Greg Wells voice centric. What I said, PreSonus Pro EQ. Right now, those 3 plugins that I just named, they all do multiple things, which is why these are like my go-to plugins, right? So like the SSL, I got a compressor in there, and then I have an equalizer in there too, to where I can control my high frequencies, my high mids, my low mid. You feel me? Like all that. And then I can go into Greg Wells, and then Greg Wells has reverb, delay. Remember I told you, compressors, equalizers, delay, reverb, right? So in my SSL, I got my compressor, and I kind of have like a band equalizer they kind of partnered together, you know what I mean? Then I go into Greg Wells, I have a delay in there, I have a doubler, and I have reverb, right? And then I go into my EQ, where I target certain frequencies of the vocal, or whatever I'm mixing at the moment. You know what I mean? So like I said, very, very simple, very straightforward. Compressors, equalizers, delay, reverb, right? Now remember I said 5 to 6, right? So those are the only three I need if I'm doing rap vocals. I could put those 3 on my vocal chain, ready to go. Right now, if I'm doing something melodic, I would have waves tune at 1, right? And then at 2 would be my SSL, right? Because whenever you're using auto-tune, waves tune, you always want that first. You want pitch correction to hit your vocals first before anything else. So the order of your plugins also matter. If you go in your vocal chain and you start to rearrange the order of your plugins, it will alter how your vocals sound. It will alter how your mix sounds. So the order of your plugins, very important. All right. So like I said, if I'm doing melodic, I'm gonna have waves tune at 1, SSL at 2, Greg Wells at 3, PreSonus Pro EQ at 4, and then Clay Epic at 5. Clay Epic. Now, what is Clay Epic? Clay Epic is like reverb and delay combined, but it's like on steroids, and I love the way it sounds whenever I'm doing melodies or anything that's kind of me singing and not rapping. It sounds great. So like I said, I gave you the basics, but then I just also gave you my list of the plugins that I use when I'm mixing, right? So you can check those out. Like I said, do your research first. Don't just go buy those plugins because I told you that's what I use. Don't do that. Go do your research. Decide if you like the way it sounds. Decide if you like what it do. Do you understand what it do? Very important. Start out with your stock plugins first. Learn your stock plugins, and then proceed to upgrade any area you feel like you need to be upgrading. All right, boom, that's it. That's the video. What plugins do you need for mixing? None. You already got them. That's the answer. I'm gone.